She leaned over my desk with that fake smile and said, "Just adjust it a little, no big deal." But I knew exactly what she meant, so I smiled back and started collecting receipts. When the truth exploded, she tried to bury me, too bad. I buried her first with her own lies. Intro call to action 025 to 045. If you've ever had a boss try to use you as their personal scapegoat, or dreamed of watching someone dig their own grave while you quietly hold the shovel, hit that like button, subscribe, and settle in, because this is the story of how I took down a manipulative manager without ever raising my voice. Just by doing my job. Full narrative expansion, 045 to 10 o'clock. Let me set the scene. I work at a mid-sized tech company, nothing fancy, but enough moving parts to make internal reporting a full-time job. That's me. I handle the internal data tracking performance metrics, forecasting, compiling reports, and making sure the higher-ups have a clear picture of what's really going on now. My direct manager would call the Diane was slippery, not overtly cruel, not the kind who screams in meetings, but dangerous in that subtle corporate way, always positioning, always spinning, always looking to make herself look like the solution, even if someone else had to take the fall. And lately, Diane had been under pressure. Our department had been slipping behind target for 2 quarters. Leadership was asking tough questions. Diane had been making promises she couldn't keep, and that's when she came to me. The injustice, it was a Wednesday. I remember because she brought those awful pastries she always used to soften the mood. She leaned casually against my cubicle and said, "Hey, when you're prepping this month's report, can you just smooth some things over? No need to lie. Just make it look better." Her tone was syrupy, but the message was clear. Fudge the numbers, not dramatically. Just enough to make her look like she was managing the situation. My stomach turned. I'd worked too hard to risk my integrity over someone else's panic, but I also knew better than to say no outright. People like Diane don't take rejection well. They twist it, weaponize it, and document it. So instead, I played dumb, nodded, smiled, and said, "Got it. I'll take a look." But inside, I just flipped the switch. The plan that afternoon. I did exactly what I always do. I ran the numbers, accurately, transparently, with all the proper timestamps and version control. Every update had a digital footprint. Every email was saved. And when I submitted the final report, I CC'd Diane and used language that confirmed her instructions without making accusations. Greater than per your guidance. I've reviewed the data and kept everything aligned with our standard methodology. Let me know if you need any clarification. Subtle, polite, but now there was a paper trail. The fallout 2 days later. Things hit the fan. Upper management had been expecting a positive trend. Diane had hinted at what's ahead. But my report had told the truth. Revenue was down. Performance targets were missed. And suddenly, the questions started flying. Emails, meetings, confused execs. And that's when Diane did what manipulators always do in corner. She blamed me. She claimed I misunderstood her, that I must have used the wrong templates, that I didn't follow directions. She even tried to throw in some gaslighting, greater than I thought. I made it very clear we needed the numbers to reflect progress. Oh, she was good. I'll give her that, but not good enough, because I had everything. The evidence. I calmly forwarded the email chain to HR. The meeting notes, the submission logs, the timestamp files that showed my process. And then I sat back and waited. It didn't take long. I wasn't in the room when it happened, but I heard the aftermath. Apparently, when HR presented the evidence, Diane's face went completely white. There's something poetic about watching the light caught in her. Later that day, she was gone. No dramatic exit. No teary goodbyes, that just the company-wide. Email. After careful consideration, Diane has decided to pursue other opportunities. We thank her for her service. Yeah, right. F climactic revenge payoff. 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And me. I didn't gloat. I didn't brag. I just kept doing my job with my head held high. But let me tell you, the respect. It was palpable. Coworkers started asking me for advice. My inbox was full of quiet, well-done messages. Even the executives started calling me directly for clarification, bypassing my old manager's seat entirely. Her absence didn't slow the department down one bit. If anything, it ran smoother. G, reflective wrap-up, 11 o'clock to 11:20. There's a certain power in keeping a cool dot and choosing ethics over shortcuts, even when it's hard dot and documenting everything when someone tries to play dirty, because sometimes the best revenge is letting the truth do the talking. H outro call to action 11:20 to 11:45. If this story made you cheer, hit that like button because karma. It tastes best when served cold and with receipts. And I want to hear from you. What's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen in the workplace? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this one. Until next time, stay sharp and keep your inbox organized. Let me know if you want a video-ready voiceover file, Edimaker subtitle-ready script format, or even background music suggestions to go with it.